All right, so moving to the next section of the course, we're going to talk about risks a portfolio investor might face. Now, this is a critical thing. I've gone on it quite a bit about it during the course. You know, these YouTube guys that say, oh, you can build a massive portfolio really quickly. Yes, you can, but you got to temper it with risks. So let's start looking at the risks you might face as a property investor. First one, of course, is interest rates. Generally speaking, as a portfolio investor, you are borrowing money and you're borrowing a lot of money. So interest rates are going to impact you directly. If interest rates go up, so all your mortgage payments are going to go up. That might be immediately if you're on a variable rate of interest, or it might be a few years down the line if you're on a fixed rate of interest. But ultimately, if interest rate goes up, your costs go up. And if you've got a massive portfolio, a small interest rate rise might totally wipe you out sort of profitability wise, especially if you're trying to fastly grow your portfolio and so margins are thin. So the common problem with trying to race ahead and build a big portfolio quickly is you're maximizing your debt. You're borrowing as much as you can on every property. So when the interest rate goes up and your costs go up, your margins are dropping down because your rents aren't keeping pace with those interest rate rises. You might be in trouble. Back to the days where it's 15% interest rate, that wiped out so many people. It's like, who could keep up with that? The other side of the coin to that is if interest rates are going up, rents are generally going up. And whilst I'd promote it as a risk because you've got the immediate risk of the extra cost, interest rates going up are actually, in a lot of ways, a positive. Because higher interest rates mean higher inflation. Higher inflation means the real value of your debt is shrinking, but because of the higher inflation, the value of your house and the value of your rents are both rising. So if you can ride some high interest rates and some high inflation, that's fantastic for you as an investor because it's wiping out your debt. So interest rates are a little bit of a double-edged sword. They've got the short-term pain with the long-term gain. Whilst all your costs shoot up and not necessarily your income rises with it. And at the end of the day, companies live and die by their cash flows. If you can't keep up with it and you can't maintain it, that could cripple your company. You could suddenly become a forced seller and you're having to sell stuff out of your portfolio. You get to a point where because you've done that, you've missed mortgage payments, nobody wants to lend to you anymore. So it could quickly end you, and you've got to be careful. But if you can ride it out, then it's actually a really positive thing because interest rates are directly linked to inflation. High inflation means your debt erodes and your values and your rents both go up. So interest rates is a mixed one. But it is a risk. You've got to be able to survive a little bit of high interest rates for the long-term gain on that one. Well, I hope that was useful. See you on the next one. Bye-bye. Please don't forget to like, subscribe and comment. Thanks. See you on the next one.